Hi, everyone. I'm Ruth Ellen Elinski. Welcome to another round of the Rural Entrepreneur Spotlight Series. Here with me, my co-host, Scott Hathcock, the CEO of Moonshot. Welcome, Scott. How are you today?
Good. It's a Friday, and I'm excited about our guest, our next guest.
Me too. Me too. So we're bringing this series to all of you, interviewing the winners from the 2025 Moonshot Pitch Tour this year. And gosh, we're actually kind of coming to a close. I think we only have a few more interviews left, don't we, Scott? We've gotten through almost everyone.
I think we have just one more, and then we will wrap it up for the year and see everyone on October 18th at the pitch finals in Prescott. So excellent. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe, Ruth Ellen, that this tour has gone on since March.
Yes, it's been a great year. And so let's bring on our next guest. This is Ashley Heida. Ashley is the founder of Analytical Mineset.
M-I-N-E.
Yes.
M-I-N-E set. That's very important to know.
Spelling. Yes.
Yes.
Welcome, Ashley.
Thank you so much for having me.
Ashley, I'm excited that you are able to join us and talk about your company and product, because I thought it was so fascinating and very specific to an industry, but a really cool problem you're solving. So tell us about Analytical Mineset.
Yes. So Analytical Mineset is all about going beyond the standard reports that exist in the mining industry. So we help mines move from just reporting their numbers to actually using their data to make smarter decisions.
And the data itself is not your typical data. I would say a lot of the data you're actually grabbing is more like useful data about mileage and trucks and maintenance and all, and times and all kinds of stuff, right? Can you talk a little bit about that? The type of data
Absolutely. Yeah. So mines are the mining industry is in a unique position, and it's a little behind some of the other industries, and now they're just fully up and running as far as data collection goes. So the industry has a boatload of data, and they are ready to do something with it. So right now, a lot of technology vendors are stopping at descriptive statistics or telling you what's already happened. But we can take it further by telling you why that has happened and what you can do about it.
So I am so curious, how did you get into this industry? I mean, were you like a data hound first, and then because being here in Arizona where there's a lot of mining activity, like it just happened? Or how did this, tell us how you ended up in this industry?
Yes, so I was a data hound first. I graduated from ASU for my doctorate, and there my work was focused on sustainability and public health and all of the mathematics that go into simulating something like that. So then being in Arizona, the mining industry was just ready for those skills to be brought into it, of simulation, forecasting, decision analysis, all of that. So that's,
wow,
right place, right time.
It was like a happy accident, would you say?
Absolutely. Yeah, yes.
Do you have family do you have family in the mining industry, or have you ever worked for a mine company, or what is there another connection to that perhaps gave you this direction?
Yeah, so I started out after grad school. I was working for a technology vendor in Arizona who was looking to bring some software to the mining industry that kind of aggregates data together. But I'm more interested in what we can do with the data, those simulations, and seeing how those actions play out. So that's where I found my niche.
Gotcha. No, it's awesome. It's I love it. I think we talk about this a lot at our pitch competitions, Ruth Ellen and Ashley, and it's the idea of having a product that serves everyone. And when you serve everyone, you serve no one. And so yours is even more specific to an industry, a sector. And I always think that's fantastic, because that really does, you've identified a problem, and and you're creating a very specific solution. Can you tell us about, have you guys had trials, or have you had your product put into a mine that has really done something amazing? Do you have any like reviews of cost savings or even life-saving analytics that perhaps you've shared, without going into the details of who the companies are or whatever? Have you seen a success story already, or is this early stage and you're not quite in the mine yet?
So we are early stage. We are just 1 year into it, and we first were targeting technology vendors who already were collecting data on behalf of the mining industry. So we got one feasibility study out of that. That was a great relationship. And now we are moving towards working more locally with a focus on the mines themselves, because it seems we can have a much greater impact there. And we want to be working in our backyard too. We got a lot of interest from some Australian technology vendors, which Australia is fantastic, but Arizona is right here with 433 mines. So that's our goal for this year, who we're targeting next.
Wow. So that's how many mines are in Australia? I mean, are in Arizona 433? Are those separate mining companies, or are those mines themselves owned by a handful of companies?
Oh, well, you got some big players that have a few mines. You have like lots of small mines as well. They can be small operations.
Ruth Ellen, I know nothing about the mining industry. I'm not happy to say, but I'll go ahead and admit that. So,
well, you know, where I would go right now actually is to ask you, because you've been a year in, and it seems like since the timeliness of this is a kind of a new approach to data, right? So what have been your biggest challenges so far, or a biggest challenge so far in the year as you've kind of launched your enterprise?
Yeah, I would say the biggest challenge is just it's not some of the more, it's different than the traditional industries that you see local entrepreneurs starting up in. So the marketing approach for us is very different. It's all relationship based. So it's not a lot of that formal marketing that you see a lot of help offered for startups in our area. So it's more of, we got to get out there. We are going to the conferences, we're hosting events, we're shaking hands, and we're trying to get the word out.
Yeah, I would imagine that you've got to really hone in your like your pitch, right? Your almost like 12 seconds that you're shaking somebody's hand to explain who you are, what you do, and how you can be helpful to them. So
what do you have in your pitch that you have been giving, or the conversations you have been having and creating these relationships? And hopefully this question is not going to be too weird, but is there a moment when you talk, is there something you say during the pitch when you see the light bulb go off in their head and you kind of get their buy-in? Have you figured out what that moment is, and is it universal to all the people you talk to, or are you still trying to find that moment, I guess?
Yeah, no, I think we found it, and it's taken, of course, a lot of pivots to get there. But that moment when you have a lot of technology vendors serving the mining industry, right? And for very different things. Like, one can be about where your trucks are going, one is how your drilling's going. These operations are huge. They have thousands of parts, but most technology vendors are only giving you that same thing. Like, this is what your section of the mine looked like today, and maybe here are some notifications then. Like, this employee was going slower than usual, or whatever. But we're able to go forward with it, and that future forecasting and that simulation is really optimization in a mathematical sense versus optimization how it currently is for a lot of vendors. They say, we optimize your drilling by, you can pick up the phone and you can call drill number 2 and ask them why they're being slow.
Oh, interesting.
But that's not from a mathematical point. That's not optimization.
So you've said the word simulation a few times. Can you tell me, like, what context you mean. Like, what does that mean in what you do?
Yeah. So mathematical simulation is what I'm referring to. So that could be like if, for example, if there's something blocking a haul road, or if, truck's broken down there, something flipped over, a big rock fell, and you have different routes to reroute your trucks. We can sit down and do the math for that to tell you if this case happens.
How to be more efficient given the current circumstances.
Yes. If you have choice A or choice B now, like they're not good choices, but what one is going to be better? We can tell you that.
Yeah. Hey, so talk to me about is AI playing a role in any of this for you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're hosting a short course in November 6th. It's going to be a half-day short course, and we are going to be breaking down all the hype surrounding AI and analytics, because it's a big umbrella. You have like ChatGPT, which is, of course, taken the world by storm, and that's a fabulous tool for a lot of different things. But what it's not so good at, and where more traditional statistics is far superior, is the gap that we are trying to address and explain to people. If you ask ChatGPT to go through your spreadsheets, it might be able to do something, but it's not the right tool for the job. So we have a lot of different AI techniques, machine learning, different types of forecasting that all fall into that umbrella beyond ChatGPT and those similar tools.
And that brings me to another question, because you're hinting at it. So after you, let's say, get into the mine industry in a good way where you're solidly in, are you looking at other industry sectors after mining to approach with this type of analytical feedback and learning?
Like manufacturing, for example.
Yeah,
right? That might beg for this kind of analytical
approach.
Approach.
Yeah, absolutely. So like you said earlier, Scott, we are trying to start small and niche and focused. So I don't know, right now at least, I don't know much about construction, oil and gas, etc. But those industries, from what I've heard, also are craving this type of analytics. So yeah, that would be fabulous.
Yeah. And so my next question is, what kind of funding are you guys looking for, if any at all? So your year in, have this all been bootstrapped or? Yes,
we've been bootstrapping. So for funding, we got the Moonshot finals coming up. So
that's great.
Yes.
I'm coming to win. I'm very excited. And with that amount of funding, that will fund my business partner and I to be able to get to the next couple of conferences in the new year, where we're going to be presenting some of our work in different talks, and hopefully an additional session of our short course that we're going to offer here to our local community as well. So that getting out there, that's what we're needing funding for, is to be able to show up at these events.
That's awesome. So what keeps you up at night with related to your company?
Keeps me up at night?
Yeah.
We're Arizona, so we got mines all around us, especially rural Arizona. Everybody's got a mine in their backyard. So
I have a swimming pool.
That's great. That sounds nicer.
There's a mine under there somewhere, Scott.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But if there's money being left on the table for these operations, and they are huge operations, then it's not just the profits of the mine that can be optimized, but that's emissions. If you have trucks moving, if you're using too many consumables, we want to be environmentally friendly. We want to be good to the earth around us. And the mining industry has taken great steps, despite their bad reputation, to be environmentally friendly. But it's if we are able to optimize an operation just with math, like you don't need to replace any of your trucks, you don't need to go all electric yet, like that, we can just do better with what you have now. So that is really what I want for our Southern Arizona community.
I would love to pop up your contact information and your website again, so we can see that. And I'm sure you're happy to take any questions or potential leads on some mines. I am looking forward to seeing you. Will your pitch have changed from when we saw it to Prescott, or has anything changed in your pitch?
Yes, I've changed my delivery a little bit. So you can expect some new things. I've updated, got a couple updates coming. So very excited to share those with everybody.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to see you in person and have you showcase the analytical mindset. It's going to be awesome. Ruth Ellen, I'm excited for you to see her as well and meet her.
I am super excited to see the pitch and just really great conversation, something I have never thought about before. And that's what we're seeing here is a lot of just innovation and entrepreneurs bringing true problem solving to the table. So thank you, Ashley, for sharing your story with us and sharing more about what you do.
Yes. Thank you so much. We look
Thank
forward.
You guys so much for having me.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you in Prescott. So talk to you soon.
Yeah, you as well. Bye.
Bye.
How cool is that?
So cool. So cool. Yeah. I can't wait to learn more. Now I looked her up a little bit, but I didn't have a lot of time to research. So I'll be doing that for sure.
Yeah. I think this year more we've seen a lot of this innovation, a lot more. It seems like we're seeing a lot of problem solving innovation come out of rural parts.
I agree.
The caliber of talent too is just continuing to rise as well, which is awesome, because I think that, and again, that was the whole point of going to these rural towns and to give people the opportunity to talk about their ideas and their startups. It kind of breaks some traditional thought about what exists out there, right? And the fact that she's coming out of the gate so strong with this company. I mean, I just keep thinking there'll be more companies, I'm sure she'll do. And it sounds like she has a lot of sectors she can get involved in. So good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Excellent. So Ashley will be joined with 17 other pitchers. Is that right?
There'll be 20. There'll be 20.
20 total.
So we ended up with 18 tour stops. So we originally were going to have 20. We ended up with 18. And so what we're doing is we're giving a second chance to second place.
Nice.
People. So if they were in second place, they could submit an application, and then we'll be choosing those applications around the first part of October. We'll choose 2 of those, and those second place winners will also attend the Prescott finals and have the opportunity to pitch at the semifinal round for the chance to get to the main stage that evening. So again, that's on Saturday, October 18th. Doors will open at 5 p.m. It's actually open to the public. You can buy tickets. You go to moonshotaz.com and register for tickets to see the show. And that night, you're going to see about 8 pitchers. 8 of the finalists will be pitching of the 20. And again, they'll be pitching for a chance to win, as Ashley talked about, the $10,000 state prize fund, or the 5,000 crowd favorite, which will be voted on with smartphones in the audience. And then we have 3 additional $1,000 prizes for some of the semifinalists who didn't make the main stage that evening. So it should be a good show.
So exciting. I can't wait to hear more about Ashley and her work and hear from the others. It's going to be a great night. Thanks for joining me, Scott.
Of course. Thanks for having me, and always appreciate meeting up with you on the line.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, these are all stored, and both Moonshot and the Yavapai College Small Business Development Center have shared these out. They will continue through the finals event. So if you're curious about who else has been selected to participate in the finals, be sure to check out our social media pages for these recordings. So
thank you, Ruth Ellen.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.